What's up, fam? How's it going? Welcome to this brand new video. Today, my friends, I'm bringing you 8 open-world games for your Android phones. Now, these aren't full-on AAA games like GTA, like you might be thinking. Unfortunately, those barely exist on mobile. But I did include a few that are very GTA style with solid quality, plus some others that are more varied and perfect to play with friends. I hope you really enjoy this video, enjoy the top list, and most importantly, enjoy some of these games. So let's get to it. We kick off this list with a video game called Food Delivery Boy Simulator, a game where you play as a food delivery guy riding around the city. You're broke, just like real life. You've got a beat-up old motorcycle and a busted-up prehistoric cell phone. On your phone, you'll get notifications, you accept them, zoom off to the restaurant, hop off your bike, grab the food, shake it around a little, maybe spit on it, just for extra flavor, toss it in the delivery bag, and then zoom off again to deliver it to the customer. Be careful on the way though, because some areas are bugged and you might get stuck. But if you make it in time, you hop off, open your bag, hand over the food, and then it's on to the next order. Supposedly, you'll earn money to buy newer, better bikes. And that's basically it. You can roam freely around the city, check out a few points of interest like ramps and other random stuff, but for the most part, you'll just be hustling food deliveries non-stop. A perfect game to get home after work and keep working. For spot number 7, we've got a video game that really gives off those GTA vibes. Normally when I upload open world games, most people are expecting exactly this kind of game. But let's be real, there aren't that many out there, and the ones that do exist sometimes look a bit janky, kind of like this one. Anyway, in this game we arrive in a city straight out of Mother Russia with our cousin. We've just gotten out of jail, and now we're running gangster missions that might get us thrown right back in. But obviously, we'll try our best to avoid ending up behind bars again while doing jobs for our cousin. He'll have us collecting debts, smacking around some thugs, and handling other business. With all the money you earn, you can buy skins for your character, upgrades, new weapons, vehicles, and plenty of random stuff you'll find across the city. It's actually not bad, works offline. And the only downside is it's got a few bugs here and there. But hey, it's playable, it does the job. Recommended game. Look, I know you're gonna get mad because this is clearly not an open world game, but let's all just pretend it is. The truth is, it's actually a super fun game and, well, technically you're free to roam the world. Or, you know, the cemetery. Your grandpa owns a cemetery, but he's already pretty skeletonized and about to be the next one on the list. They're leaving you the whole business, but before your grandpa kicks the bucket, he teaches you everything you need to know. In this cemetery, you gotta dig, literally toss the dead into the hole, cover them up, decorate graves, manage the dead, pick little flowers, and stock them in flower shops, run the business, buy upgrades for the graves, clean them, and expand the cemetery. You're literally gonna build your empire until grandpa finally croaks and you also have to bury him. Definitely not an open world game, but I had already recorded it thinking it was, so too late, it made it into the list. But honestly, it's still pretty dope, and you'll be running around like crazy the whole time. It's a very entertaining game, with tons to do. Totally recommended. If you like multitasking games, this one's an excellent choice. You're just a regular citizen, but with a ton of tasks scattered all over the city. One moment you can be a cop, the next a forklift operator, a pilot, a firefighter, a food delivery guy, basically a jack of all trades with jobs popping up all around the city. So, for example, if you take on an aviation mission, first you've got to load the cargo with the forklift, drop it in the right spot, drive one vehicle, then another, then the plane, take off, land it, hop back on the forklift, drive some regular cars, head into the city, buy yourself some clothes, maybe grab some other stuff too. The truth is, there's a ton to do, plenty of tasks waiting for you. You can roam freely around the whole city, and the idea is to keep stacking up more money. But without a doubt, it's a game packed with variety and endless things to try out. And hey, if flying missions aren't your thing, no worries. You can always just stick to driving missions. Although, let's be real, you'll probably end up loving the flying ones too. You can even buy bigger and bigger planes to earn more cash and take on even more missions. Honestly, a really great game. In spot number 4, we've got another game that's kinda similar to the one in spot 8, where you play as a delivery guy, but this one is way better developed. Even though the graphics are low poly, they still look super high quality. Like those PC games that look really good but are still rocking that low poly style. The only catch is that the game's in some random language, but hey, you can more or less figure it out and keep going. The cool thing is, this game feels way more complete, because the missions aren't just about delivering food. Sometimes you gotta head over to different shops, buy certain items, and deliver them. And when you go into the shops, you don't just pick up the food right away. Sometimes you've got to play little mini games to actually get the product before you can deliver it. Plus, with the money you earn, not only do you need to go home to sleep and upgrade your house, you also need to buy food because, duh, you get hungry. And your motorcycle, with all the crashes you're gonna rack up, that thing's gonna fall apart, so you'll need to repair it. You can also trick it out with upgrades to make it faster. Or hey, just buy a brand new bike. You can even buy clothes for your character and tons of other stuff. Honestly, it's a ridiculously good game. The only downside is, like I said, the language barrier. But still, it's definitely playable and totally recommended. In third place, we've got a video game I already shared with you a few weeks ago in the new games list. It's a game where your grandpa basically left you broke. But hey, at least he left you his badass ride in his house. Using Grandpa's ride, you head over to storage units where auctions take place, very much like in the US. In these warehouses, the bidding begins, and whoever bids the most wins. And by bidding, I mean putting more money on the table, not the kind of bidding noises you're probably into. So the point is, you join the auction, win the warehouse, and then, with your telekinetic powers, you load up the loot into your ride and haul it to the market to sell. The funny part is, sometimes the warehouse itself costs you more than what you'll ever get back. The idea, of course, is to always make more money than you lose, so you can keep getting into bigger and better auctions, eventually buying yourself a nicer car and a better house. What's hilarious, though, is that if you're already hauling a ton of stuff in your ride, trying to fit everything in the back is a real headache. I'm not gonna lie, in one of the missions I spent like 10 minutes just trying to stack everything so it wouldn't fall out. But once you manage to fit it all, you can just cruise off full speed and you're good. A game that's honestly super funny, fun, and entertaining. Totally recommended. In spot number 2, we've got a racing game full of drifting, crashes, and pure chaos. This one's rocking some spectacular high-quality graphics. Of course, for the best visuals, you'll need a solid device, because otherwise, well, good luck. You can get different cars, and the cool part is that the game lends you these cars as long as you watch an ad. Even though you can totally play offline, if you want to unlock a car, you just hop online, watch the ad, boom, they lend you the car, and then you can customize it. There aren't tons of mods, but you can still give it a cool style. Then you jump into the match. Once inside, you can tweak stuff like nitro, overall power, torque, and other settings that just make things more fun. You can race, go full drift mode, cause insane crashes, even activate slow motion. And the best part? You can open up a public room to play with your friends or random people from around the world. Sometimes you'll bump into players already having fun. Plus, the game even has voice chat, though honestly, it's way more fun if you play with your buddies. Oh, and it even supports Justin. Definitely a banger of a game. Rank 1. And to wrap up this top list, we've got a true gem among gems, an open-world sandbox game that is, quite literally, a virtual world. Here you can jump in and make friends, make enemies, land all kinds of jobs, buy upgrades for your character, skins, yes, hilarious skins, vehicles, weapons, properties, you name it. You can hit up parties at nightclubs, pool clubs, join shooting matches, enter racing tournaments, or just wander around being free. A world full of other players and some really solid graphics. As for jobs, you can be a pizza delivery guy, firefighter, cop, thief, and many more. It's the perfect game for living a second social life. Plus, it even comes with built-in voice chat. Hands down, one of the best open-world games on Android. Perfect to play with friends. All right, folks, I'll leave it here. If you liked it, drop a like. If not, a dislike. See you next time.